Good afternoon, East Hall. This is Mr. Cooper. I'm getting with you at this point in time, trying to relay some important information to our graduates and your families. I know there's been a lot of people asking questions and trying to reach out and gain information, and now we're prepared to release the information that we have together at this time. We have two really important dates that we want to relay. First being May the 14th. May the 14th is considered our last day for senior students. What we've done traditionally on the student's last day is we have kind of done a school walkthrough here at the high school, and we've carried that over to the elementary schools of our feeder system and also our feeder middle school. And we're trying to put this together again, and we've set it up for May 14th. Asking our graduates to report to the football stadium parking lot at 12:15 p.m. on May the 14th. There we'll organize our graduates in groups by the elementary school they attended. And if you didn't attend one of our feeder elementary schools, you can just join in with the procession at your choice of elementary school that you would like to go to. But we would ask our graduates to gather together, decorate your cars before coming or once you arrive at the stadium, and then we would be led by our SRO or a deputy sheriff to the individual elementary schools to do a drive-through. Those drive-throughs would start at the elementary school at 1 p.m. So once that drive-through is completed at the elementary school, that it would just continue in a specific route. The SRO or the deputy sheriff would lead you back to the stadium parking lot, here where we would gather together as a whole group, and then we would leave the stadium as a whole group going to East Hall Middle School to do our drive-through, hopefully around 1:45 or 2 o'clock. And then we will follow that drive-through, reporting to the high school to do our drive-through here at the high school with our staff here to celebrate this graduating class of 2020. So that's May the 14th. We're asking our students to report to the stadium parking lot at 12:15, all at the same time, and we will carry that event on. The next event is probably a date that more people are interested in, and that is May 22nd, our graduation date. I'd like to let you know that there is going to be information to be spread out through social media. Ms. Kovac's going to be sending this out. Mr. Rich is going to be sending this out. Mr. Hardison is going to be sending this out. Dr. Carey is going to be sending this out on all of our social media platforms, and as well as Infinite Campus. So all this information is going to be disseminated in multiple ways to make sure that everybody gets this information. So our graduation day, we're going to theme this graduation as the journey to graduation. So we're having kind of a K-12 theme, trying to include our elementary schools and our middle school in this journey to graduation. So with that being said, we've spent an awful lot of time putting this event together and thinking of ideas, and we've gotten a lot of feedback from some of your classmates, some community members, some parents, etc., in regards to trying to put the best event together that we can put together. So that's what we've got here, and I will scroll down here, and a kind of starting point. If we look here on the screen here, we have some times here. These are times that each group of students should arrive at the stadium parking lot. At 9 a.m., our honor graduates with weighted GPAs of 4.0 or higher should report to the stadium parking lot. From there, that group will be organized by class rank, 1 through whatever number they go through, and then they will be led in a procession from the stadium to the school. Okay, and at the school is where the journey to graduation will take place. Then that will be followed at 9:30 by any graduate that's in AP Stats course or AP Spanish course. The reason this group of students is put here is because they actually have AP test on this day. Well, I think one of them may be at 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock. The other one's like at 4 o'clock. So these students are pushed up to the front so they can get back and get settled in for their AP test. Then we follow it by all the different advisements here. The routine is the same. You report to the stadium at your given time. your advisement leader or another person will be there to organize you in the specific order that you're expected to drive in your procession. Then you'll be led by your advisor, okay, in that procession from the stadium parking lot to the school. Okay, from that, I can take you to this map. And as we look at this map here, we're on East Hall Road here, coming off Cornelia Highway from the stadium. We'll enter East Hall Road, drive past the front gate, okay, and we'll enter East Hall Drive. And then we'll go on to enter our campus through our bus loop. That's the way we want to enter our campus. And before I talk through what we're doing here, I want to remind everybody, all students are going to be allowed 3 vehicles at this time. You can have the graduate should be in the front car, and they can have as many as 2 other vehicles. Okay, and then we would like for you to decorate all the vehicles involved, okay, to make this a fun event. And we also want students to decorate their caps so as they walk across the stage, that can be seen and so forth. So you got your will there. That we've had requests for that in the past. In a more formal event like at Free Chapel, we've never allowed that. But in this setting, we feel like that's appropriate to give you the opportunity to decorate your vehicles and your cap. So here we go in the journey to graduation. We're going to drive through the bus oval. Okay, you see these number 1s around through here. Each one of these number 1s, that's the route we're going to be going here. We're going down the bus loop, around the cul-de-sac, then back up. And notice we went in the wrong way, and we're going to be actually like we're coming out the wrong way, but then we're going to enter our student parking lot. Okay, the number 1s are representing a location that an elementary school is going to have some kind of theme set up. And those elementary school groups will be Tadmore, White Sulphur, Sugar Hill, and Lula Elementary in whatever order. Well, there's no order here, but once you drive by that station, if that's the elementary school you attended, the graduate would be allowed to get out of your vehicle for a photo. And this would be a quick photo, get out, set up for a photo, get back in the car, and continue the procession. Okay, then as you proceed around, there's the M there that's right outside the cafeteria. Okay, and right outside the cafeteria there, we're going to have some live music set up. We're going to have a mariachi band. We're going to have a few other performers that's going to alternate in throughout the day that's going to be performing during this time frame just to help make this event enjoyable, meaningful, and memorable for everybody. So we're trying to use our alumni people to perform here. So we're trying to make this fun in that scenario. Once again, as we continue on, there's a couple more number 1s. That's for the other elementary schools. Then we'll turn into the backside of the student parking lot and go around the perimeter of the student parking lot. And the perimeter of the student parking lot there, the number 2, that's for East Hall Middle School. That's where their station's going to be set up. And once again, that's going to be some kind of theme that they choose. And then that's going to be a photo op for the graduate. Then we drive on down to the end of the student parking. Areas number 3 and 4 are going to be photo opportunities for graduates to get out and get a picture. And you will see it will be kind of some fun things to get out to snap some photos for memory's sake. So that's what we're trying to plan on this journey to graduation. Then we would proceed in our procession in front of the theater or performing arts building, okay, into the front parking in front of the gym. Once you get in front of the gym here, we're asking that the graduate be in the front car for sure, and the 2 other cars that our family members would park side by side here. The graduate would exit the vehicle, okay, and our stage is going to be set up underneath the awning area at the main gym. This is where our graduate will be walking across the stage and receiving their diploma. You'll walk across the stage, receive your diploma. There'll be a professional videographer in place. There'll be a professional photographer in place for this event. So once you get your diploma, you'll pose for a quick picture. Then you'll exit the stage and you'll get in your vehicle. Once you get in your vehicle, then you will exit the parking lot again, going down the hill. And at number 6, there's another photo op there. And after number 6, once that photo is taken, then you are free to exit the main gate. Once you exit the main gate, the journey to graduation, the journey to getting your diploma now has ended. You would be free to go home at that point in time. Okay, so that is the first phase of our graduation ceremony. So after this, once you go home, then we're asking everybody to gather back together at 8 p.m. Okay, and at 8 p.m., as we see here, at 8 p.m., we're asking all of our graduates to come back to our stadium parking lot. At this point in time, our graduates can be in one car and they can have one other car with them. So at this point in time, there's only a 2-car limit. Okay, so we only want 2 cars per graduate at this point in time. Okay, here's where our graduates will come in, and our honor graduates will have assigned spaces toward the front. And we will have a large screen set up where we will be able to play our senior slideshow. We'll be able to play our valedictorian speech, our salutatorian speech, my speech as your principal, also Mr. Schofield's speech as he confers your diplomas. And then we're also trying to plan a few other fun things that we can air at this point in time. And notice you're going to be viewing this on the screen, and it's going to be a large 55-foot blow-up screen. So it's going to be like you're at a drive-through theater kind of thing. And most of you are of the age that you've never been at a drive-through, but some of your parents have. So it's kind of going to be a unique event at this point in time. You will be able to hear the slideshow or hear the speeches and all the information that is being relayed in the video through an FM station. So we're going to be on an FM transmission there. So we'll have an assigned radio station there that you will be able to tune into to listen to the presentations that are taking place on the screen. Okay, that is going to take place beginning at 8 p.m. And then we're going to wrap the night up with a fireworks celebration there to cap off the ceremony at the end of the event. And, that will definitely be after dark. We don't want to do fireworks prior to dark. Excuse me, I think that should be somewhere around 9:15 probably, somewhere around that time frame that we would be looking at starting our fireworks and capping off just a great, memorable graduation ceremony. So that's kind of our plans that we've got in place. And, I want to make sure that everyone is aware that, we've taken a lot of input, a lot of feedback, and we've planned things and then we've thrown plans out. We've planned other things and then we've thrown other things out. So we've really kind of landed on this, and this gives us the opportunity to keep our diploma time on May 22nd and carry out our schedule as normal as we can. If we have rain, we'll still be able to do it because our stage will be covered. Graduate will not be getting soaking wet. They'll be able to go through across the stage to get their diploma while they're in the dry. So this is what we have for you guys. Once again, we've really spent a lot of time planning this and organizing this, and I'm not the leader of this. You can think Ms. Kovac as your senior leader or senior advisor, kind of leading the charge of putting all this together. Then there's a lot of other people that's joined hands here and put our thoughts together to plan this. Feel free to contact us here at school or email any of us, any of the school leaders that you would like to email, ask questions or pose any concerns that you have. We will respond to you as quickly as we can, but we're looking forward to a great event on this night, and we really want to celebrate this graduating class as best we can. I'd also like to relay at this point in time, we are going to allow seniors to pick up yard signs when they pick up their caps and gowns and information on Thursday, May 7th. So we're going to be passing out yard signs for our seniors to put in your yards to honor them and to celebrate them. Then also, we as a school are printing banners that are 3 foot by 5 foot that is just celebrating the graduating class. So once again, that's going to be a photo of each graduate and their name and recognition of the class of 2020. So that is information that we're going to be putting up on the hillside here behind our automotive classrooms. But we do have a few seniors that do not have photos with us at this point in time that we're going to be trying to reach out to try to get you in here to snap a photo so we can get pictures of every graduating senior so we can put this on the hillside and celebrate as a whole group. So thank you for your time. Let us know if you have questions or concerns, and have a good evening.